Okay, let's go. Boxing Fans Night na sa mga boxing fans po dyan, mga fan ng Powcast Sports. Simulan na natin ang ating usapan. Powcast Sports. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Alright, good evening po sa inyo lahat. Ang Boxing Fans Night po ay para sa mga fans. So, ibig sabihin, pag para sa mga fans, kayo po ang magdidikta ng ating pag-uusapan ngayon at kayo po ay pwede rin maging instant guest. So, sa mga nanonood po ngayon sa Facebook, nilagay ko na po yung link sa description at or sa caption. Pag sa YouTube naman, ay ang link po ay nasa description at ipopost ko lang po ulit yung link. I-click nyo lang po yan kung gusto nyo pong sumali ay pwedeng-pwede at makakausap niyo po ako live via live stream, Facebook and YouTube. Ito na uli. Alright, so shoutout muna kay Bobby Oswenco, laging nagko-comment. Domingo Fajardo, si Joseph po, Filipino time. Ay, on time kaya tayo, no? We went live on time. Sir, yung laban ni Pitbull, panalo po si Pitbull. Panalo po siya. This unanimous decision. Pa-shoutout Sir Powcast from Philippine National Team, Marvin Palapar Tabamo. Shoutout. Shoutout Trilogy po ang Estrada Chocolatito. Yes, kanina, napakagandang laban. Good evening. Napanood nyo na ba yung replay? Sa mga hindi pa nakakapanood, good evening, boss. Pa-shoutout sa family ko sa Jensen, Redondo family, Singson family. Salamat, boss Pao. Thank you very much. Shoutout ay Dala Johnny, Marvin Palapar, Calamba, Laguna. Tabamo. Salamat, pare. Alright, ngayong araw na ito, aside from mga boxing fights, mayroon din po tayong boxing legend na binawian po ng buhay, si Marvelous Marvin Hagler. 66 years old po at kung sa mga medyo tito-tito natin, yung Marvin Sonsona natin, Marvelous din yung moniker niya eh. Para maalala natin yung mga laban niya talaga, no? Hearns, Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard, yan, yung mga talagang legendary fights na hindi makakalimutan ng mga boxing fan. So, let's look back at his career, at his box rec. Habang naghihintay tayo ng kausap, si Jay, disconnected sa likod, walang video. Ang rule po natin para makasama po kayo sa usapan ay kailangan po magpakita po tayo ng ating video. Alright, shoutout naman dyan, ay Dala Johnny. Dude Spelio, shoutout sir. Salamat, Janard. I love to see Brutus of Powcast. Sino ba yun? Shoutout Sir Pao. Pasama Sir Pao. Sama lang. Click nyo lang yung link sa description sa YouTube po. Nandoon sa Facebook, nasa description. Click nyo lang dyan at makakapagkwentuhan kayo sa akin. Kayo magdidikta. So habang wala pa, pag-usapan muna natin yung karera ni Marvin Hagler. Ito po ang kanyang box rec. So natapos ang kanyang karera, 62 wins, 3 talo. At 66 years old, currently 5'9", middleweight boxer. At yung huling laban niya, 1987. So ilang taon ba ako nitong 1987? Baby pa. Split decision loss against Ray Leonard. And ito yung Thomas Hearn, yung kanyang epic fight, no? So sana po ay kung ano man yung mga fans ni Marvin Hagler, I hope condolence po sa inyo lahat. Yun lang. RIP Marvin Hagler. Again, kabati naman po Orlando Hotel, yung mga guwapings ng hotel. Benji, Jetmond, Christian, and Roel. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Sayang Sonsona, nag-focus si Jay. Nag-comment sa likod kaso nawala. Magpakita ka ng video, sir. Nag-private chat siya bago siya nawalay sa ating live stream. Anyway, tuloy-tuloy natin yung comment section habang naghihintay tayo dyan, ha. Yan po, pinakita ko lang po yung record ni Marvin Hagler. Diego, pakita ka naman. Kahapon, hindi kita nakita eh. So, RIP Marvin Hagler, think twice before getting vaccinated. Uh-oh. Sir, shoutout sa'yo, Jojo Portuguese. Congrats kay Casimero, sorry kagigising ko lang simula ng September 27 kagising ko lang 2021 na pala. Sama lang kayo, sige lang, okay lang. I-click niyo lang po yung link sa description ng StreamYard. Magandang gabi, Je Nazario, salamat po. Kailangan pa natin pala ito reshare para mas marami pa lang sumali, 'no, sa usapan natin. Naghihintay lang ako ng kakwentuhan, kani-kanina po, Juan Francisco Estrada and, Roman Chocolatito Gonzales. Medyo napapaano pa ako, ano pa ako sa comment section dahil, nasasabihan na naman akong bias na tingin ko si Estrada yung, lamang. Ayun na nga. That's what I'm saying. Iba-iba po yung perspective natin at naging split decision. Very, very close fight. And I just felt na baka si Estrada talaga mananalo, mas bata dun sa nakita natin. Pero at the start of the fight, Chocolatito talaga yung aking kumbaga yung aking prediction, Chocolatito. But as I saw na parang lamado sa laban yung Estrada ng konting-konti lang. Since sa ano pa nga sa scorecard ko 114-114 pero pwedeng 115-113 talaga eh. So kumbaga medyo natakot lang ako mag-score dahil inaaway ako eh. Joke lang. I-share ko lang ng konti sa ating mga groups and then uy, meron na pala akong guest. Ay, nawala yung guest ko. Kala ko meron na akong guest eh. Yung mga ano po diyan, may mga gusto makipag-usap, gusto makipag-debate sa akin tungkol sa boxing, ay pwedeng-pwede po 'yan lahat. Ipasok niyo lang yung StreamYard link at mapapag-usapan naman 'yan natin dito, no? So, pasok na, pasok. Who is the winner of what? Who is the winner of what, man? Yung kanina, nanalo po si David Benavides against his opponent, Ellis. And that was really a Benavides show. Talagang siya yung lamado doon. Ayusin nga natin. Yan. Para gitna. Shoutout. Magsayo. Idol yan. Sir, asan po si Dave Peñalosa? Sana po ma-interview niyo po siya kung may update siya na laban. Ay, sa training lang, sabi ko nga, hinahanap-hanap sila ng mga boxing fans eh. So, I don't know kung mapapanood ito sa may mga kilala kay Dave at saka kay Carlo Peñalosa. Pinaghahanap na sila ng boxing fans at tinatanong kung ano na bang balita sa kanila. At kung sa ngayon, hindi po ako makabigay ng official na pahayag at naitanong ko na rin po sa kanila. They chose to stay silent for now. So we don't know yet kung sila po ay lalaban o hindi o magre-retired o lalaban uli. I really don't know. But ang masasabi ko lang sa inyong update, nakikita ko po sila na nagte-training at as a matter of fact, ito pong si Carlo Peñalosa is actually a part of the team of Christian Pete Laurente that's gonna be fighting on March 20th sa Binyan, Laguna. So, abangan po natin yan. Speaking of fights, March 17, Sandman. March 17, Sandman nga. Tapos March 20, Binyan, Laguna. And then, of course, March 27 sa Omega sa Cebu. Janard, nakita na kita sa backstage. Ready ka na ba? Thumbs up nga dyan. Yung nasa backstage. Ang galaw ng camera mo, sir. Parang hindi pa siya ready. Ready ka na? Okay. Ang galaw yung camera. Pasok na natin si Janard. Magandang gabi.
Hi sir, magandang gabi.
Yun.
Magandang gabi sir Pao. Magandang gabi sa lahat.
Yun.
Kumusta sir Pao?
Parang nasa outdoor ka, nasa labas ka ba ng bahay?
Hindi po, nasa trabaho po ako ngayon eh.
Patay tayo yan. Sa trabaho ka. Lagot tayo.
Opo.
Kumusta? Anong may tutulong ko sa inyo ngayon? Naku, patay.
Wala lang po. Dali po sir Pao.
Okay.
Magandang gabi po. Pwede na po ito? Kanina po.
Ayan, ang problema natin pag nasa trabaho. Nasa trabaho si Sir, nakikipag-chat sa akin. Okay. So, tuloy-tuloy po tayo sa kwentuhan natin. Shoutout muna tayo. Ito na, hindi ko alam kung ready na siya. Nagtatrabaho yan eh. Makita tayo ng boss mo, patay tayo nito.
Walang
Matanggal ka
problema
ng
po
trabaho
yun,
dahil
po.
sa akin.
Hindi naman po.
Shoutout, sir, from Japan,
Actually,
Willie Hackett.
kumusta sir po?
Mabuti lang po. Saan ba yung trabaho mo? At parang lagi kang hinahabol.
Ano? Ano yun daw? Ano na po ba?
Okay, so habang hindi pa settle itong si Sir, tayo muna magkwentuhan. Pakita natin si Sir dito. Ayun, nandito siya. So, debate kay Sir Pao ni Diego Gallo vs. Chocolatito. Kung ready po si Diego, pasok lang, Diego. 129 na si Pete ngayon. Pumayat na ng husto. Gandang gabi, Powcast Sports. Thank you very much, Leo. Pakitin natin si Pete Laurente. Tawagan ko. Sige. Magandang gabi, Sir Pao. Kahit sino pwedeng sumali dito, i-click nyo lang yung link. Ito, join the video chat. Ito. At kailangan ko nang may makausap, may makadebate ngayon. Si Sir Jonard kasi parang hindi ko pa alam kung anong gustong gawin at paikot-ikot lang eh. Pag umupo ka na, Sir, pagsasalitain na kita ng maayos at hindi ka pa makaupo eh.
Ito na po, okay na po. Nasa outdoor na po ako ngayon.
Okay. Curious ako, ano ba yung trabaho mo dyan? Pwede mo bang i-share sa amin?
Nasa isang agency ako, sir po. Sa PDEA po.
Okay. May hilo na yung mga fans natin, paikot-ikot ka dyan. Shoutout Gerardo Leoperdas. Diba sina Marshall ang kasultan na nagpabakuna? Nako, yan ang usapang bakuna. Ito yung update ko na lang muna, ano? Updatean ko muna kayo dito kay Angkaha Sultan at kay Marshall. So si Jerry Angkahas is going to be fighting soon. April 10 ang schedule niya and he's gonna be fighting under the banner of PBC. So surprise, PBC na po si Jerry Angkahas at ang makakalaban niya ay same pa rin, si Jonathan Javier Rodriguez. And si Sultan din po ay may laban din daw. Just wait for the announcement. Si Mark Magsayo may laban din at saka si Yumir Marshall baka may laban din. May, bago dumapos ang May, lahat sila may laban. Okay. Jonard.
Po.
Kumusta ka na?
Okay naman po.
Okay. Papasok ko lang isang kaibigan at
Sige po.
Ayan na.
Gandang gabi sa lahat. Sumusubaybay kay Sir Pow Salud. Sa Visayas, Mindanao at sa mga overseas natin na mga tagapasubaybay. Magandang gabi sa inyo lahat.
Okay, parang tinalo mo si Diego doon parang linya na yung para sa mga overseas Filipino warriors.
Dahil kasi Sir Pow, marami ka ditong mga nababasa ko, mga taga-ibang bansa na viewers mo na talagang sumusubaybay sa'yo. Kaya batiin natin yan.
Yan, syempre. Siyempre, pabati rin ako. Shoutout Mark Cabuyo, Bahrain. Yan.
Bahrain, yan.
Nila.
From the Middle East.
Dami. Pabati din po sa tropang Jackass, Raisin, Jean, Zai, Julie, Pretty Boy. Thanks, Kuya Pao. Salamat. Magandang topic ngayon. Pa-shoutout po, Idol, Enderes Family. At saka yung kapatid ni Wonder Boy.
Ngayon na sa akin lang. Nanalo ngayon si Juan Francisco Estrada. Ngayon PBC na si Jerwin Angkahas. I think this is the time for the help of Al Haymon to support Sir Sean Gibbons na tulungan siya promoting kay Fernando Beltran ng Sunfair Promotions kasi I think naman tanong ko lang Sir Pao, yung knucklehead kay Sir Sean ba yun?
Yeah, parang fraternity nila sa Oakland din eh.
Yeah, ayun, ngayon sa nakita ko Sir Pao, para sa akin nung nasa balwarte ni Babarom si Jerwin Angkahas, hindi talaga makagalaw ng si Sir Sean. pansin ko. Yun nga kagaya nung kinoment ko nga sa iyo kagabi, Sir Pao, sa bagsakan yun ni Sir Mark, no? Na hindi ako naniniwala sa sinasabi ni Bob Arum na walang slot para kay Jerwin Angkas. Kalokohan yun. Kung titignan nyo mula nung pandemic hanggang December, may mga laban na paulit-ulit na ginagawa ni Bob Arum. Bakit si Jerwin hindi niya maisingit? That's para sa akin, in my opinion, siguro parang wala lang sa kanya na si Jerwin. Parang wala siya, something, prangkahin ko na parang wala siyang pakialam. Buti na lang, sa awa ng good, excellent decision, nasa PBC na, in support of, Al Haymon, kagaya din naman ng suporta ni Al Haymon sa mga ibang promoter like Ludebella, Samson Luitsky, na sa pamamagitan nito, matutulungan na si Sir Sean dito na makipag-coordinate kay Eddie Hearn para matuloy na tong labang na unified title na to. Hopefully, sana successful si Jerwin itong kay Rodriguez.
Okay, pare. Thank you very much for that. At ikaw pala yung hinahanap nitong isang nagko-comment.
Saan, Sir Pau?
Teka, ikaw yata to oh. I love Brutus daw eh. Sunday is complete, Sir Pao.
Sino ba yan?
Hindi ko kilala eh. Kanina pa yun.
Hindi ko kilala rin yan
Kanina nasa na si Brutus. I would like to see Brutus daw.
Brutus. Yung wrestler ata yun dati, yung si Brutus Clay eh.
Ang naalala kong Brutus, pare yung kalaban ni Papay eh.
Oo.
Okay, pasok mo lang muna yung kanina pa naghihintay si Pong. At malayo na yung tingin. Pong.
Nice to be back. Ang tagal ko rin hindi nakasali. Lampas 1 month din.
Okay. Alright, Sarik. Good to be back.
Good to be back. Sir Pao, magandang gabi.
Okay.
Ito pinapanood ko uli yung Chocolatito versus Strada. Pinapanood ko kanina nung nagla-live commentary ka. Tapos mayroong mga nakaw na video sa Facebook. Napanood ko na siya mga between 8 rounds to 12. So hindi ko napanood yung magmula round 1 hanggang round 7. Pero nakita ko kasi nung parang kontrolado na ni Gonzales yung laban. Yung mga second half. Then ko rin nga i-scorecards mo kanina. Lamang sa isiyan na si Estrada. Pero nakita ko kasi laban too close to call talaga eh.
Oh yeah.
Ang hirap i-scorean eh.
Ayun nga, kinakabahan nga ako mag-score eh.
Pwede.
Din ako.
Pwedeng draw.
Yes. Draw talaga para sa akin din. Same din kay Sir Pau. 114 din ako. Hirap lalo na pagkaganyang laban. Talagang napakahirap scorean.
Pero yung totoong score ko doon, meron kasi akong round na yun amin ko. Pero kung isang round doon, galit na sa akin yung mga fans kasi nag-score ako kay Estrada. Oo. Isang round binigay ko kay Gonzales. Although I was leaning toward giving it to so pwede rin akong 115-113 eh. Pero Estrada ang nakita ko on my point of view, pero pwede ring baligtad 115-113. Meron na namang isang judge na ang layo. Yun ang nagiging dahilan kaya lalo tayong nagkakagulo dahil doon sa 117. Grabe.
Hindi ba kasi yung mga baka kasi yung mga close round na pwede naman ibigay sa kahit sino doon. Baka binigay niya na kay Estrada.
Okay.
Kanya-kanya paningin kasi mga judge eh.
Yes.
Yeah. And Estrada is the up and comer eh. Siya yung mas prime eh, no? Mas mahaba pa yung nito, pera nito.
So, maganda na yung niya na nanalo si Estrada para sa akin, para mas madaling makalaban siya ni Jerwin Angkas kasi yung kanyang co-promoter na si Fernando Beltran saka si Sir Sean Gibbons, ganun yan sila. Baka mangyari na yung ngayon sa tulong ngayon ni Al Haymon. Yun lang ang sa akin na sa nakita ko mas magandang nanalo si Estrada ngayon sa nakikita ko.
All right. So, ipasok ko, nawala si Sir, yung isa natin kasama dito. Pero ipasok ko muna yung isang nagiging regular na rin natin
to. Dito.
Yes.
Sana, no?
May pag-asa si Nietes sa dalawan to.
I will ask our new guest on the background, nasa backstage na siya, about what he think. He was commenting, and I think he is a Chocolatito fan eh. Si Heavy Boogie, nasa Heavy Boogie, I'm gonna Let you in.
Mapapa-English tayo dito.
You ready?
Yeah,
You ready for the English?
Yes.
Nosebleed time.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Pal, thank you
Okay.
for the commentary, huh?
Okay
Today.
lang.
Good job. Shout out, Mark. What's up, dude? Look, Chocolatito. Wow, I'm a big fan right now. You know, I was a fan already, but after watching this fight, after watching his composure, the way he's able to, with his body movement, very relaxed, and he can dictate, evade, set up shots, counter punching. Everything was beautiful. Wow. You know, I'm going to get to the gym this week and I'm just going to study that Chocolatito style. And
You are
I learned
motivated.
so much.
You are motivated about the moves of Chocolatito Gonzalez.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're beautiful. I mean, just so relaxed, the composure, the rhythm, the timing. For me, beautiful.
You know, one thing as well that I could say after the fight, and I mean, it's a close fight. Walang problema sa akin kung sino manalo dun eh. I think, yes, mas maganda yung nanalo Estrada sa trilogy. After the fight, they were both asked if they want a trilogy. Diba, si Rong Visay dapat yung next. It looks like Estrada is leaning towards the trilogy. He's open to Rong Visay, but the trilogy fight is much more hotter right now kasi people are gonna continue to wonder, mas maganda yung round next round, no? Trilogy. Ngayon, ang ganda rin ng sagot ni Roman Gonzalez after that fight, showing his faith, showing na, I mean, sabi niya sa akin, did you expected to lose that fight? Did you think? Sabi lang niya. He said, no, whatever, it's God's will to lose, and he looks like, you know, he's very emotional, but his answers were really good, showing his character and showing why he is one of the best athletes talaga pagdating sa Nicaragua. I think sabi ng commentator nga, if you say Nicaraguan boxing, it's Arguello and Chocolatito. Yan.
Mayorga pa daw.
May Mayorga.
Badass of Nicaragua.
Yun naman, badass. Yep.
Nicaraguan badass.
Yeah,
okay.
Man. Pure class.
So my question here, let me just direct this conversation, and we'll continue to talk about this. What would you rather then? Would you rather have the trilogy or get back to the tormentor of both boxers, si Rong Visay? Both of them lost to Rong Visay. What would you want to see next?
Well, why not have the trilogy and then, you know, the outcome of the trilogy, then go visit Rong Visay?
Kayo, pare, ano sa tingin nyo?
For me, Sir Pao, both of them is trilogy din ang gagawin kung malalabanan din ni ano yun eh, ni Estrada yung dalawang yun eh. Kasi, I think if we fight to Rong Visay, it's 3. And Estrada will face to Gonzalez 3. It's very ano pa rin. Yes. Pera to kay Eddie Hearn. This ano lalo na, pero I think mas maganda mauna muna ni ano sa akin Chocolatito saka Estrada for my opinion, because yung pera ng Latino, mga Latino community. So talagang ano ang the zone. Compare kung kay Sri Sakit.
Sa bagay. Pong, ikaw.
If they want to promote boxing during this pandemic, go for the trilogy with Estrada and Gonzalez. Kasi feeling ko wala nang market yung sisakit Rong Visay eh. Kasi medyo nawala sa limelight eh. Kasi yung mga nilalabanan niya nung mga huli medyo hindi na hindi kalibre. Although si Amna Truwen Rong medyo na rin eh. Lipas na. Oo, better to proceed na lang sa third encounter. Then Chocolatito and dalawang beses tinalo ni Sisakit si Gonzalez.
Dalawa.
Wala na. Nanakaw pa yun. Kaya medyo wala nang kailangan pag-usapan doon.
Yes.
Talagang finish na yung laban na yan. Kailangan itong laban na to maulit ulit for the third time.
Yes.
Okay. Now after this fight, I don't know if you guys are follower of Jerwin ng Kahas. Naglabas sila ng video. They greeted Estrada and Chocolatito sinabi nila they para sinabi express na they want to share the ring with both of the boxers. Napapag-usapan kaagad doon parang sa live stream ko. Insert ko lang ang Pinoy ha para mapag-usapan din natin yung Pinoy, which is itong mga Pinoy na to may mga darating din na laban. This is a good transition. Jerwin ng Kahas, April 10. Donnie Nietes, April 3 in Dubai. Both of them have a fight. It's exactly the right time frame. So, kumbaga, if they want to make it happen, it can happen. Lalo na kay Jerwin kasi may belt. I don't know if there's a good storyline there, but how do you feel about Filipino matching up to the current top champions dito sa super flyweight? Jerwin Angkas and of course the comeback boxer Donnie Nietes.
Amazing na yun. Amazing talaga, sumakto talaga yung ganitong slugfest na pinasimuno nun ni Tom Looper, pasimuno ng Superfly na tinuloy ngayon ni Eddie Hearn. Tapos ngayon pa na nagkaroon na ng opening para kay Jerwin at kay Donnie, lalo ngayon si Sir Donnie ngayon na si MTK Global na may rin kay Eddie Hearn, then the PBC rin na magkakaroon naman. So this is a good, I think talaga na magandang simula itong 2021 para sa ating mga kababayan na under ng super flyweight. Walang laban to na hindi, I think mangyayari at may mangyayari. Isa sa mga Pinoy natin mga boxers na mapapalaban sa mabibigat na pangalan nitong super fly division na to.
Nag-comment si Cuadro Alas, oh.
Roman, umakyat ka na lang daw sa akin.
Umakyat na lang daw sa Posible naman, kaya naman yung kaya, pwede naman. So, mahirapan din siya diyan.
Babagal si Roman sobra.
Pero may palag din, may palag sa kanya yan.
Okay.
Ganda laban yan.
Okay. Heavy Boogie, what do you think? Let's connect our Pinoy fighters to these guys. Jerwin Angkas and Donnie Nietes, both of them will have a fight soon.
Yeah, look, I'm a big fan. I've been a fan for quite some time of Donnie Nietes. I was quite close to Aston Polite, who had a fight with Donnie Nietes, and he drew. Super flyweight division, what a great division, you know. Power, speed. I'm a big fan, and I can't wait to see both of them fight, especially Donnie Nietes, because it's been a while, no? And it'll be very interesting to see, you know, what he's done with his time off, how he looks. No doubt he's got the experience, he's got the knowledge, and let's see if he's got the performance, you know.
Okay. So, speaking of this, and I want to transition, but before I transition, I want to ask you guys, do you have any last thoughts that you wanted to share dito sa Estrada at Gonzalez or this topic? Any last thoughts?
Ito, tapos na yung 12 round. Malinaw sa akin na Gonzalez yung ano. Ay,
Gonzalez
115, 113. Yeah, Gonzalez ang ano ko. Kasi yung aggressiveness, medyo huminto si Estrada sa mga later rounds eh. Ang sumusugod si ano eh. Although naka-connect siya, pero yung sumusugot at mas naka-connect si Gonzalez. Pero
para sa
ano lang, parehas naman halos.
Para sa akin, pag nag-rematch itong silang dalawa, si Gonzalez saka sa I think maganda mag-judges nito mga galing Las Vegas eh. Yun lang sa akin. Para clearly yan. Kasi masyadong masyadong di makatotohanan yung 117 talaga eh. Para sa akin.
Pero for sure to fight of the year candidate to.
Yes. Fight year of the year.
Sure to. Fight of the year to.
Candidate
very good fight. Parang kinikilig ako dito bawat suntok eh. Grabe.
Para kung pinanood yung para kung pinanood yung Barrera Morales Part 1, parang ganoon yung level ng laban na to eh. Galing, ang galing. Pero magtataka ka dito, hindi mga basag yung mga mukha eh.
Yun na nga. As in, nagpapalitan lang talaga sila ng suntok, no? May point na walang depensa talagang palitan ng suntok eh.
Grabe.
Wala ni sugat, wala.
Parang
Baka
wala
malalaman na,
nangyari.
baka
Eh, no?
yung ano na lang, yung pasa na lang siguro magkakala after ng fight kasi
Hindi,
ang pasa
after
lumalabas.
yan.
After the fight,
Ah,
lumalabas ang pasa
after
eh.
the fight.
Ngayon, wala pa yan. Baka bukas, makita natin sa mga interview sa media dyan, sa The Zone, na may pasa, lilitaw ang pasa.
Yup. Oo, dun lumalabas.
Yes.
Pero
Alright,
good job kasi nakagawa ng ingay itong laban na to.
Yes.
Unlike
definitely
nung
yan.
nakaraan kay Alvarez, mas maingay itong laban na to.
Okay, very good fight, very good matchup. Alam mo, ang masasabi ko lang, my last thoughts on this one. I mean, boxing could be better and it is better with matches like this. We have a lot of great fighters, a lot of great boxers, and we will only see, kumbaga, mas stable na increase ng mga fans kung hindi talaga mag-iiwasan yung mga dapat maglaban eh. Doon nasisira yung yung parang boxing eh. Kaya natatalo tayo sa UFC, sa MMA because sila ay maganda yung mga matchup and this kind of matchups bring fans and solidify fans into boxing, no? Whether you're a Gonzalez or Estrada fan, kung pagpasok mo doon, Estrada fan ka or Gonzales fan ka, pagkalabas doon, fan ka na ng parehong boksingero sa ganda ng nakita mo boxing. And that is what we love. Speaking of super flyweight, I want to transition to another super flyweight and I want to promote this guy. And I'm going to show his record right now. Donnie Nietes, he's going to be fighting.
Idol.
Yep. I-connect lang natin si Donnie Ahas Nietes. He's gonna be fighting soon. Nakasulat dito TBA pero kilala na po natin ang kalaban niya, Orlando Penalba ang kanyang kalaban at ito pong card na ito sandali pinutin ko lang yung aking
Papalabas
event
sa ESPN yan. Under ng top rank.
Yeah, I think so.
Kasi
siya po ay-
undercard kay Jamil Hearing sa kay Carl Frampton.
Okay. Meron akong balita dito, exclusive sa Powcast Sports subscribers natin, no? Exclusive ito. And this has not gone out yet. Okay? This has not gone out yet. Mark, sino pa yung mga lalaban dito sa event na ito?
Ayan, si Albert Pagara nandyan. Then, basta alam mo lang dyan, Sir Pao, yan, si Jamil Hearing, saka si Carl Frampton, yan lang.
Okay.
No,
and this is
kaya
like
lagi ko nga sinasabi na involved si Babarom dyan.
yeah, top rank Babarum, 10 rounds promotion, Jose Mohan, Queensberry promotion, Frank Warren.
Frank Warren, yan.
Yeah.
Carl Frampton.
And here's the update on this one. Albert Pagara is not fighting on this card.
Why?
Nangyari.
Nangyari.
Injury,
Yeah.
protocol, or
Ilalabas ko na kung pwede pa ilabas kung ano yung dahilan. Di ko pa alam talaga but I've spoken with Albert and sa mga nanonood ngayon, now you know. I spoken with him because I was asking him if he's still gonna be in Cebu. Kung nasa Cebu pa siya, pagpunta ko ng Cebu or babiyahe siya. Si Donnie lang ang babiyahe. At mukhang hindi matutuloy. May flag pa nga. Hindi ko ano bang ibig sabihin ng flag na to. May red flag. So, yun.
si Jerwin Angkas ba sir nasa US?
Yes, ang tagal niya.
Okay. Two
Nasa
options ang
US.
siguro niyan. Instead of injury or parang injury yan pagka ganyan pula
Pag pula, red flag, di ko alam hindi
Pwede.
nakasulat.
Parang injury yan nata Sir Pao
Okay. Anyway, yung pag-usapan natin yung matutuloy na laban. At kilala niyo ba yung makakalaban ni Donnie Nietes?
Peñalba matibay
Hindi
dito
Okay. Ayan ang record. Undefeated, 10 wins. Mukhang bata pero 27 years old na from Panama.
Magandang
5'1"
test
lang.
yan sa
Mm.
5'1".
Lamang na lamang si Donnie kasi sa height pa lang lamang na siya. Sa reach pa lang lamang na siya. All over lamang na lamang siya experience-wise.
Kaya niya yan.
Kaya kailangan
Yeah.
talagang mapakita talaga ito. I'm very interesting about this fight for Donnie Nietes because a long time ago talaga siyang hindi nakalaban. So this per comeback talaga tough na to. Pero yan, lamang na lamang siya kung titignan natin talaga sa lahat ng ng kalaban niya. Height, experience, reach, laging ibabaw. Talagang 100% Donnie will be dominate this fight.
Yeah.
Ako ayaw maging magandang pagkalawang kay Donnie Nieto.
Yes,
So,
yes, mas maganda to.
so he could proceed sa dalawang naglaban kanina. It's either Estrada or Chocolatito.
Okay. Heavy Boogie, you wanna share something?
Looking at those stats, I totally agree. Donny Nietes dominates all fields. It looks like it'll be the first time Donny Nietes has fought a guy who is smaller than him in height and reach
Yes.
in the
Agree.
last
Yeah.
the last
10
six,
years?
7 fights. Yeah.
7
So
fights.
7
this
fights.
will be an interesting one, because usually Donny Nietes is coming into the fight and he's the smaller guy, so he has to have smaller guy tactics.
Yeah.
You know, he has to feint a lot. He has to, get within range, break the distance. But for this fight, it's going to be the opposite. Of course, this guy is 10-0, but you look at that 10-0, and he's only got 20% knockout. So I don't think there's anything to be afraid of. It's not going to be any unusual power that Donny hasn't felt before. Yeah, I totally agree. It's a gift for Donny, but you never know. I don't know. Looking at that stat, he's the number 2 in Panama. Panama are very, very tough guys, obviously. Roberto Duran.
Roberto Vasquez.
Yeah, so many great boxers from Panama. But looking at those stats, the bet for sure thing, Donny.
Okay. All right. Let's ask. And I've seen we have someone on the background na hindi ko pa napapasok. Pasok ka muna. Si Miguel kanina pa naghihintay. Miguel, magandang gabi sa'yo.
Kumusta na, Sir Powell, sa mga iba?
Okay. Kumusta training,
Nice to
pare?
see you again.
Okay lang. I'm currently in church right now, pero I'll stay for a little while.
Okay. You wanna share your thoughts on the Donny Nietes and this young guy fight, Orlando Penalba?
Yeah, parang may clear edge nga si Donnie Nietes for using his tactics. Because he's a seasoned veteran, so I think he's gonna show off his experience against this young fellow.
Okay. All right. And I do expect the same thing. And one thing na pwede kong sabihin dito, I just hope this guy lasts against Donny Nietes for a good workout. Usually when you're coming back, you got the skills, but you want to find out how far or your stamina. And you want to, kumbaga, take off that rust. And if it's a short fight, it's not going to be a good workout. It's not going to be beneficial for Donny Nietes. So I would hope that this guy Orlando Penalba would give out a good fight and really last. Just for Donny Nietes to just pagkalawang, what we call it here in the Philippines, na para pawisan, and then to also check his stamina kasi if he's gonna fight guys like Estrada and Gonzalez, who was at round 12, looks like it's round number 1, who's punching more than 2,000 punches combined, and the commentators are saying those are new records. So we need to make sure that he has the stamina, and Donny Nietes, I'm sure he's in good hands, and I'm looking forward to see that fight April 3 in the Dubai D4G promotion at ito undercard ng Jamel Herring in Carl Frampton fight. So yan ang isa nating laban na dapat pag-usapan. By the way, other than that, I also wanted to talk about Jerwin Angcahas real quick here. You have anything last say about Donny Nietes bago natin i-next kay Jerwin Angcahas? Meron ba?
Basta sa akin lang, Sir Pao, naiintriga lang ako sa laban na yan. First time talaga natin makikita si Donny Nietes na paano siya lalaban ng kalaban na mas malaki sa kanya. Kasi karamihan ng kalaban niya, malaki sa kanya konti, sa kanya, dito talaga mapapano talaga tayo na mas malaki siya sa kalaban niya. ano yan, lalo ngayon na matagal siya nawala, tas yun, isa pa yun, yung conditioning niya, anong condition siya meron ngayon. So I think it is very interesting talaga.
Yung nakalaban niya nung sa Superfly, yung sa Superfly 2 ba yun? Alam ko mas matangkad din siya ng konti doon eh. Yung dating flyweight champion.
Pero
niya.
hindi ganun kaano parang inch lang ang laki niya
Konti
kay,
lang na, inch lang.
kay Juan Carlos Rebeco Hindi kasing ano talaga
kay
nito
Rebeco.
kung sumahin mo ang height nito compare kay Rebeco, mas maliit pa kay Rebeco to Kaya mapapano talaga ako Yun isa rin yung sa inisip ko, Sir Pong pero mas maliit pa to kay Juan Carlos Rebeco
Nakikita ko kasi sa mga maliliit ng mga nakalaban, minamama niya lang
Yes.
Minamama lang ni Donnie. Papaliguan ng jab. Sapul na sapul talaga pag
Huling nakita ko kasi si Sir Donnie na lumaban ng maliit na aggressive na kalaban. Yung laban niya sa Cebu, si Carlos Velarde na yun yung huling laban na nanalo ko si Donnie Nietes noon. Na maliit, mga siguro malaki konti lang si Rebeco doon. Yun yung huli. Pinakamaliit na to. Sunod yun si Carlos Velarde.
Dati meron din siya nakalaban yun, napatomba niya ng 4 times yata. Kaso medyo kinapo siya ng hininga sa huli, muntik na siya dun. Yung Dragoncito yung kalaban niya, parang ganun yung pangalan. Sa Mexico ginawa.
Sa minimum weight pa siya nun.
Oh, minimum pa yun. Pero late
Mario
din
Rodriguez.
Oh, Mario Rodriguez. Late din nun.
Dragoncito.
Kilala talaga. Ito talaga mga fan ng boxing. Kilala nila yung mga detalye ng mga laban.
Kabisado ba?
Kabisado. Pati yung
Always
mga
present pag
notable yun. Medyo nasubaybayan lang namin si Nietes.
Basta lang, pinakamanahirapan si Donnie na dumayo siya sa Mexico na malaki-lakid siya konti. Yung kay tinalo ni Donnie Nietes si si Chango Vargas yun. Yun siya nahirapan yun. At sunod doon wala na. Tuloy-tuloy na yun. Chango Vargas, undercard ni Julio. Undercard siya noon kay Julio Cesar Chavez noon sa Mexico. Kay Donaire 4 rounds lang sa Hilton sa Las Vegas. Event nun para charity fight para kay Zigores yun kung di ako nagkakamali for ni Senator ni
malakas naman daw kahit si Donaire. Kahit si Donaire sabi malakas din daw talaga
Malakas talaga. Minado rin si nito.
Nasaktan din daw siya doon.
Nice. Okay. All right. It's always good to learn new things, di ba? Mas ito mga ito talagang boxing fan talaga, fans talaga, parang kabisado pati kung para saan yung laban, alam din, charity. I didn't know that.
Ito halata.
Now I know.
Ito halata.
ABS-CBN yun, Sir Pao, I remember that. Sa I remember that fight talaga noon, yung talaga yung event na yun ni Babarom at ni Manny Pacquiao for that the Filipino channel noon sa Las Vegas for the cooperation nung kay Zigores nung time na si Zigores yun operations noon nilatag nila ni Manny Pacquiao yung laban na yun para sa nasa noon yun kaya alam mo yun na ko yung si Chango Vargas dapat niya mga kalaban niya dapat ni Montiel noon si Zigores hindi si Ciso Morales yung Kid Terrible natin noon
pag ako naririnig ko yung pangalang si Gores ay ng pinanghihinayangan ko sa lahat ng boksingerong Pilipino. Pinakamagaling na hindi nag-champion yan.
Sayang ako nun, Sir Pao, nung laban niya sa Cebu, kung hindi na binawasan ni referee Samuel Biruet, world champion sana yun, Sir Pao. Kung di lang binawasan. 2 beses binawasan yun
patas lang yun yung laban niya dito kay Montiel. Medyo fair naman yun.
Yun lang para sa akin nabawa. Pero kita naman talaga, sayang lang nung nabawasan siya Hindi lang talaga nabawasan. Panalo, world champion sana siya nung time na yun.
Sayang.
Pero ganun talaga. Wala tayong magagawa.
Yeah, Zigores.
Makakaulit sana.
Guys.
Sayang, no? Ito yung mga sinasabi ko just to add up on this one. Zigores is one of the, kumbaga, talagang highly anticipated at mataas ang tingin natin na marayong mararating na disgrasya. Kaya lagi ko sinasabi din sa mga boksingero talagang yung mga fan din, you don't play boxing and anything can happen. Kahit gaano ka kagaling pag puruhan ka, posibleng tapos ang karera mo. And hindi lang karera ang pwedeng matapos. Yung the damage that happened inside the boxing ring could also, kumbaga, ma-apekto sa buhay mo And right now, Zigores is in Cebu. He's well and alive, and I think he's making waves. May gym yata siya doon, mini gym eh.
Napanood ko
Yung
nga sa ano mo, Sir Pao, vlog mo.
biruin mo, his
Sino yung
last
mga
fights,
caliber
all
ron? May
wins,
Vic
no?
Darchinyan.
Puro wins
May
yan, di
Vic
ba?
Darchinyan. May
Yes.
ilang world champion ba nandiyan? Eric Ortiz. Puro world champion yung mga nasa listahan niya eh.
Yeah, well, that's life talaga. Hirap, no? Hirap. Kaya, anyway, enough of that. And at ito, at least siya nabuhay. Marvin Hagler, by the way, FYI, 66 years old.
Rest in
Rest in
peace.
Rest
peace.
in peace, champion.
Rest in peace.
Speaking of another champion, pag-usapan naman natin si Jerwin.
Yan na
Mabilis
talaga.
lang, no?
Yan talaga. Excited ako dyan, Sir Pao. Nakawala
Enough
sa
ba yung
kulungan.
time ng training? Enough ba yung time ng training? Parang ano na ba ngayon?
Hindi, nandun naman siya sa Amerika,
tayo ng
matagal
March,
na.
eh.
Hindi, matagal na rin naman na siya na sa Amerika. Since December pa, nandun na yan, di ba, Sir Pao? Nandun na yan sila sa Los Angeles.
Yeah, sobrang ano nga eh. Ang
Sobrang
worry ko
tagal
na nga
na eh.
baka masunog eh dahil they've been
Overtrain ba?
training. Oo, training sila dun eh.
Mild lang naman, kung titignan
Magaya
natin sa
kay
vlog eh.
Magnifico.
Iba naman yung vlog pare, iba yung pinapakita sa vlog sa tunay na
I
training
mean,
niya, siguro
I mean ba, Sir Pao, mild lang naman yung ginagawa nila ni Jonas Sultan. Compare yung ngayong ginagawa nila na pinadala na sila sa wildcard gym ngayon. Nandun na talaga sila nagpupuspusan talaga ngayon ng training.
Yun. So, yeah, I think he's ready for this. Yung mga kalaban niya, yung Jonathan Javier, yan yung matagal niya ng ka-date dapat eh, na ito rin yung may visa problem eh.
Jonathan Rodriguez.
Oo, Jonathan Javier Rodriguez. Ito rin yung may visa problem at sa wakas matutuloy na rin. He's the number 1 contender and
Number 3.
tingnan natin yung record niya. Sadali ulit, hanapin ko ng maayos dito Ito yung dahil matagal na dapat nakalaban to, na-research ko na ito na meron siyang nakalaban na comatose yata.
Si Felipe Rocuta.
22 wins, 16 knockouts from Mexico, and we all know if it's a Mexican against Filipino,
Yes.
we're gonna see a very,
It's a
very good
rivalry.
fight. Sana maganda. At nagkaroon pala siya ng activity fight dito. Kalaban niya, walang pinanalo last 6 fight. So, ito yung yung sinasabi mong Felipe Orcuta, TKO on the 10th round. So, kilala niyo ba tong Jonathan Javier Rodriguez? What do you think? Does this pose a threat, a real threat against Jerwin Ancajas? What do you think?
Maganda yung record eh.
Para
I
sa
think
akin,
so.
Sir Pao, titignan ko din naman yung highlights niya sa YouTube. May diin siya, kaya rin hindi, ako lang, opinion ko lang. Itong laban na to, hindi aabot ng 12 rounds. May isa sa kanilang dalawa babagsak. Sa nakikita ko lang. Pareha sila kasi counter puncher silang dalawa ni Jerwin. Although si Jerwin nagiging na rin ngayon. Basta isa sa kanila may babagsak. Hindi aabot ng 12 rounds. Yun lang sa akin.
Wala bang fearless prediction? Kasi safe prediction yan eh. Mamili ka na.
Jerwin Ancajas, round 9.
Round 9, ha? Uy! There you
Round
go.
9.
That's the fearless forecast. Okay lang naman,
Round 9 yun, matik yan. Stoppage pa yan, Sir Pao.
Stoppage.
Oo, stoppage pa yan.
Sige.
Malakas ang kumpiyansa ko dyan. Stoppage yan. Hindi mapapatumba ni Jerwin, stoppage yan.
Okay. I see.
Kasi si Rodriguez, hindi pa nakakalaban ng isang boksingero na tatayo lang sa harapan niya eh. Hindi pa yan hindi, mali pala. Yung kalaban na nawawala sa harapan niya. Karamihan ng kalaban ni Rodriguez gusto niya yung steady lang sa harapan. Si Jerwin, may Senator Sermaning galaw yan eh. Diba? May moves na Sermani. Kaya may hirapan dyan si Rodriguez kay Jerwin Ancajas.
Okay. I see a smirk and a smile from Heavy Boogie. You wanna say your forecast?
My forecast is Jerwin is going to also win this. I was smiling because I love Mark's fearless prediction round 9. I think he's right on the money. I'm gonna take the advice from Mark, and I'm gonna place a bet on round 9 for Jerwin Angkahas.
Oh, okay.
Balik mo na yan,
9.
Sir Pao, ha? Round 9, Jerwin Angkahas.
Okay. Kahit prediction lang pinag-uusapan natin, pwede tayong mabash ng mga tao. Sasabihin ka agad, mga mga BO-BO to mga tayo. Let's see if Pong agree, and then after that, I will share my point of view on this fight.
Okay.
Agree ka ba, pare? Ano bang prediction mo?
Kasi medyo maganda naman yung record, yung mga nakalaban nga lang medyo hindi wala sa kalibre pa. Then si Jerwin Incas is proceed for his 9 title defense. Pwede yung sinasabi ni Mark Joseph, pero yun nga lang, itong challenger syempre hungry to for the world title. Kaya hindi rin natin pwedeng maliitin. Pero I go for the win na lang.
Saka kasi sa akin, si Jerwin Angkahas, nadala na yan kay yung huling nahirapan siya sa pagdepensa niya kay
Santiago?
Yes,
Barrios,
yung ginanap sa Oakland, California.
Yes.
Isa rin yan sa umano sa isip niya na wag nang mangyari yung ganung performance niya. Kaya malakas ang kumpiyansa ko, maraming changes na nangyari sa kanya mula nung laban na yun kay Santiago. Kaya malakas ang kutob ko, round 9 to siya Rodriguez Lahat ng changes na gagawin, aabutin ni Rodriguez
Ang lakas kasi manuntok ni Jerwin.
Saka ngayon, ito pa.
Ang ganda ng kombinasyon
Saka ngayon pa, nandun siya sa wildcard gym ngayon, kay Freddy Roach. Who knows? Baka mga naituro ngayon ni Coach Freddy sa kanya. Nadagdag sa training niya. Di, ayari Rodriguez na yan.
Nakikita niyo ba sa fighting style ni Jerwin na parang pinaghalong Juan Manuel Marquez and Manny Pacquiao yung style niya.
Yeah.
Isa yun,
Juan Manuel Marquez sa counter punching. Ganun yung napapansin.
Tapos sa galaw Sir Manny naman yung galaw.
Manny Pacquiao, oo.
Magaling kasi siya sa mga footwork niya, di ba?
Yes, Sir Pao.
Ganda footwork, ganda.
Yung laban niya kay Chiga Gonzalez na biglang bigyan parang kagaya ng ginawa ni Sir Manny kay Oscar De La Hoya na umikot sa likod pag ganun yung ginawa niya kay Chiga Gonzalez. Yan yung gusto kong magawa din ni Jerwin diyan kay Jonathan Rodriguez para mahirapan kakahabol. Para yung suntok ni Rodriguez, suntok hangin na lang.
Okay.
Oo.
Alright. Okay, alam ko na lahat tayo pipiliin, syempre Jerwin Angkahas. Pero hindi ko papakawalan si Pong Sports kasi gusto ko rin ng fearless. Fearless forecast. Fearless forecast.
I think pwedeng late stoppage or decision.
Okay. Late stoppage decision. Okay. Alright. Mga wala pala kayong tiwala kay Jerwin. Grabe.
Round 9. Round 9. Nakay Freddy Roach Nakay Freddy Roach.
Panalo. Basta doon tayo sa panalo.
Alam mo, here's the thing, Jerwin Angkahas, very, very, very quiet, very relaxed. When you talk to him, parang hindi makabasak ng pinggan. Congratulations po sa mga. He's a simple guy. You don't see him trash talk. Medyo malumana yung kanyang approach when he's get interviewed. But on top of the ring, grabe may pagbakbakan ito. And he is one of those boxers na very entertaining yung style, the combination, the footwork is already there. The only thing na I want to see improvement, Jerwin, and I've seen this improvement is the defense. Kasi minsan when he engaged, naabutan siya ng isang suntok sa counter na papansin ko yun but kaya niyang tanggapin. At lamado siya sa scoring. But kung mapuruan siya ng isang malakas talaga sumuntok, that's the problem. But unlike you guys, I think mas earlier ang nakikita kong prediction. I think Jerwin Angkahas Jerwin Angkahas talagang mainit na to sa laban and his first fight under the PBC banner, he needs to impress, and I hope he impressed if he wants to get noticed in the super flyweight. Jerwin is popular here in the Philippines but need a little bit more push sa US. And a knockout win against this Jonathan Javier Rodriguez who hasn't fought anyone close to Jerwin Angkahas. Come on, his last fight,
Joshua
yung
Franco.
sunod-sunod yung mga talo ng kalaban niya, ng kinalaban niya. So, ito yung pinakamagandang ratio na nakita ko. I was looking at the record of Jerwin. Puro round 6 yung dalawang huling laban niya. So, I wanna be consistent. Round number 6, Jerwin Angkahas, knockout, body
Yeah.
shot.
Basta
But
sa
hey,
akin,
Pow.
mananalo. Yes. Basta sa akin,
Pow.
mananalo si Jerwin ng Kahas. Tas after ng laban na to, sana maset yung laban niya kaya maiset na yung kagaya yung laban niya na pwede siyang makalaban niya si Joshua Franco para mag-unified naman si Jerwin.
Sa akin, isa lang
Yeah.
nakikita ko dyan. Yung naglaban kanina, may paglalagyan sa kanya yun.
Agree.
May paglalagyan sa kanya yun.
Agree.
Sa
Marami
Nunez,
namang
may
enhancement na
paglalagyan
nangyari, Marami talagang changes na nangyari kay Jerwin, lalo na sa kanyang skills ngayon. Kaya I think competitive na talaga siya at handang-handa na niya makalaban yung dalawang yun. Wala na akong iba pwedeng masabi yun. Nandun na si Jerwin sa level na yun.
9 title defense, hindi na biro yun.
Hindi na biro
Yes.
yun. Hindi na biro yun. Basta kulang na lang sa kanya, exposure sa Amerika, din yung pangarap niya, unified. Pero pag mag-unified, kayang-kaya na ng PBC yun. Joshua Franco, pwede na yun. Total, baka di naman ata matuloy yung rematch sila ni Maloney.
Okay. Heavy Boogie, you were gonna say something?
Yeah, no, look, I was going to say something about your comment on Joan Ankas and PBC, and you want to hope that, he does a great performance. The situation is very much like Donny Nietes' situation. You want to hope that it's a great performance, but you don't want him to take too many risks because that's where this other guy he's got a higher knockout ratio. He might get one of those punches in, and then that's the end of the night. But also, I don't know if it will end that early because just like Donny Nientes, you want this fight to for him to pawis to get some of the cobwebs off. He hasn't fought in a while. Yeah, and you want him to get those rounds in. But totally agreed that he hasn't fought anyone of the level of Joan Angkahas. But I think he should go into this fight confident, show your skills, but be very cautious and put on a classy performance and show America, who Joan Angkahas is, but don't get desperate or wild. So I think maybe that's why I think Mark's round 9 prediction is on the money for me.
Tapos, Sir Pau, pag nanalo si Jerwin ng cast, syempre sa Showtime di ba? Sa Showtime ganyan. Pag nag-interview siya press conference, gayahin niya yung ka-stablemate niya sa MP Promotions na nagamong kay Tank Davis. Ganun kagad niya sasabihin niya, I want chocolate tito, I want Estrada, ganun kagad sabi niya. Kagaya nung in-interview mo Sir Pau, gusto niya daw si Tank Davis, pero ayaw niya si Ryan Garcia.
I don't think that he's gonna do that. Si Sean Gibbons. Si Sean Gibbons ang pwedeng gumawa para sa kanya. I don't think.
Ayun na lang, sakyan na lang din niya. Sakyan na lang niya si Sir Sean. Pagkakataon na yun kasi kakaiba rin ng Showtime kapag mag-interview talagang viewers talaga. Kaya magandang pagkakataon yan pag sakali.
Yeah, I totally agree. And hopefully he gets past this. And to be honest, hindi ko alam, halos wala nakakita sa atin the real threat against Jonathan Javier Rodriguez, but it doesn't mean na dapat i-overlook niya itong laban na ito because every challenger, yung mindset nila to be a champion is there. Alam niyo yan, yung mga boksingero na world title shot is very seldom. So Jonathan Javier Rodriguez still pose a threat, but we just don't feel that it's enough threat for Jerwin Angkahas to be worried about as long as he is kumbaga conditioned and training, and I'm sure he is. Now the only thing, and this is my last statement on this one, pwede kayo magdagdag, no? Jerwin Angkahas with resume, 9 title defense, ang sinabi nyo, 32 wins, 22 knockouts, very impressive. But one thing that is missing for me here para sa karera ni Jerwin Angkahas is a dance partner na sikat na you can call. Parang if if Manny Pacquiao had Oscar De La Hoya, had
Yes.
Juan Manuel Marquez, who does Jerwin have na pwede nating
Yes.
masabing gano'n so far? Meron ba?
Juan
Yung parang,
Francisco Estrada.
sino?
Estrada.
Yun lang talaga eh. Yun talaga eh. Si Estrada
Wala
talaga
pa.
eh.
Wala pa nga, hindi pa nga
Chocolatito.
nangyayari
Surong
rin.
Bisay.
Wala pa nga eh.
Ah.
Yun
Yun,
ang
oh.
kailangan niya. I think
Kailangan yung mga
PBC, magkaroon sana ng isang, kumbaga yung lalaban siya, na siya yung may makukuha. For the 9 fights, lahat ng kalaban niya, siya ang may kukuhanan eh. Siya yung nagdidepensa eh. And the popularity. So, sana makakalaban siya ng mas sikat sa kanya, may belt din. Kumbaga, meron siya makukuhang additional, more legacy than the defense. And that
Sir
is
Pao.
what my hope is. Yan.
Marami nagsasabi dito,
wag na natin
bakit
pahirap.
He should
marami
get that
nagsasabi
belt
dito,
off Ioka.
Ioka. Ang tanong, si Ioka ba maingay sa Amerika?
Get
Yun
that
ang-
WB.
Yun ang ano natin doon. Although WBO siya. Pero ang kailangan
Yes.
kasi na ni Jeron yan, exposure. Okay? Hindi natin,
Mm.
hindi, si Ioka rin, may kailangan din si Ioka eh. May kailangan din si Ioka kay, kay Estrada eh. Same sila ni Jerwin eh. May kailangan silang dalawa para makilala sila. Yun lang yun eh. Kaya yung
Yeah,
magsabi,
ako
ayaw ba natin kay Ioka? No.
Ako
Wala nang
simple
makukuha rin
lang.
si Jerwin eh.
Sikat sa Amerika, nasa pound for pound, na Oya Inoue na. Ba't pa tayo pupunta
Pakitin
sa
natin,
Kaso-
pwede naman.
Bubap.
Pwede naman.
Kasi
Akit talaga
ng-
yan.
kaya
Akit
ng
talaga
height.
yan.
Yeah, I
Kahit
think that
na
would
si
be a good.
Emmanuel Rodriguez muna. Kahit si Emmanuel Rodriguez muna pang warm up ni Jerwin. Okay na sa ano yun.
Na Oya Inoue. Tapos
You know,
ang usapan.
Get the
Also,
belt
I'm not
off
saying na
Ioka
walang
first,
Okay,
then
yeah.
chase, and then you cause that conflict with the Japanese, and then
Yeah.
Inoue. Because it's an easy fight for Jerwan Kazuta Ioka, I think.
Wow. Oh,
I think so.
yeah.
I think so.
I think so. Nung makita ko na yung ginawa ni Donnie Nietes kay Casuto, how much more kapag si Jerwin yun?
Yeah.
Ay,
Okay.
ayoko
Kahit
munang,
si-
ayoko
Kahit si
magsalita lang
Ismail
ganyan.
Sala, kahit dali niya pa si Ismail Sala sa Harano, hindi pa rin ubra sa kay Jerwin ng kahas.
This is what makes this conversation great. Mga fearless forecast nito ni Mark Joseph eh. Mga fearless commentary. Pare, dyan kumikita ang mga commentator, no? Whatever the fans would say, taas ang kilay ng mga yan, no? Anyway,
Lupit, ah.
so, yun lang ang sa akin, no? Magkaroon siya na ngayon at 29 years old. I think he should have marquee fights, parang yung mapapag-usapan na parang magaling, parang sikat, lalo na sa US. So, it could be Yoka, it could
Basta
be Estrada,
no.
it could be Chocolatito.
Para sa akin nga lang, Sir Pao, kung hindi nga talaga niya makuha itong mga sa super flyweight, I think mas is sa edad niya to, siguro tama na talaga umakit na siya ng bantamweight para mas doon makakakuha siya ng magandang laban talaga. Opinion ko lang naman compare sa super flyweight kung hindi kasi may mga kilala rin bantamweight world champion din sa PBC. Pang exposure din 'yan.
Okay.
Mahirap
Okay.
bitawan ng isang belt eh. Mahirap bitawan ng isang belt pero kung akin lang opinion ko lang naman kung wala talaga akit na lang.
Okay. Okay. Nag-uusap-usap na. Marami nag-uusap-usap sa comment section and very happy. Si Miguel, nakatigil lang. Miguel, gusto ko ba mag-last comment dito bago tayo mag-move on sa ating next topic?
I don't really have any comment sa topic, pero sorry, as I'm still in church eh, so Yeah.
Oh my God. You should stay in church, man. Mapagalitan tayo niyan. Okay.
Mga ni pastor.
Oo, mapagalitan. Nahuli ka niyan.
Huli ka ni pastor, nagbi-virtual ka kay Powcast ha.
Naka-online na. Okay. Guys, kayo, do you have anything that you wanted to talk about aside from what we've already talked about? Any other boxer or topics in mind?
Oh, local promotions. There's a lot coming up, huh? Exciting.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you for asking that question. And I don't know kung magsasalita na si Pong, but let me take this opportunity to actually promote the boxing events that's gonna happen soon, ha? So
You're wearing that VSP boxing shirt right there, brother.
Right, right. And if because of the pandemic, events in Vietnam is not happening anything anytime sooner, but hopefully I get back to Vietnam. This is the uniform of the world, so Vietnam against the world, and Filipino boxers are represented well there. They love Filipino boxing. So Robert Hill, Lim Song, those are the promoters from VSP in Vietnam. I love Vietnam, very good place. But since we cannot go outside, uh, let's focus on the fights here in the Philippines. And this one is a little bit blurry, but I want to let you know that on March 17, I will not be in General Santos City, but I got the approval and the authority to broadcast this fight, rebroadcast it, and I will also get the high definition copy to repost. So abangan niyo po yan. Froilan Saludar versus Mark Ray Taday. Tapos Arvid Niega, Giovanni Tagusi, John Vincent Moralde versus Kim Lindog. Rimar Metuda versus Eden Sonsona. Ian Sampan versus Yoben Limentilio. I do not know a lot of these boxers on the right side. Adam Dew Abdul Hamid, Mike Tyson. Ang kamukha ni Mike Tyson to, si Romeo Hacoselem, Jake Bornea, kapatid ni Jade, Ricardo Calamba, Carjun Carcosa, John Rel Vijano, Harmonito De La Torre versus Renan Portes, and Jeffrey Francisco versus Jerry Tabago. If you're asking, bakit ang dami ng laban? So, ang style ngayon is morning and night fight. So, yan ang style ngayon. So, isang 9 a.m. at isang 2 p.m. Or pwedeng 2 p.m. or 7 p.m. Depende po
Sir
yan.
Pao, tuloy na ba?
Alin?
Tuloy na ba sparring ni Cuadro Alas sa ni Carhames Martin?
Ay, sana matuloy.
Baka naman. Pwede bang manood sa gym nun?
Ipapaalam natin, pare. So, one thing na I was told, sabihin ko na dito dahil I'm transparent to you.
Gusto ko mapanood yun. Ang ganda talaga nun eh.
Gusto nila mag-sparring, but requested na wala masyado manood.
E di ipaukas mo na lang sir sa YouTube mo.
Hindi. Para lang, ipapa-approve ko pa yun kung anong mangyari. So, mas
Sana
maganda
nga.
kung makanood ka na lang ng personal.
Hindi
you
pa
can
kasi
get
ako
in line,
nakakapanood sir po ng ano talaga yung ganyang sparring talaga sa isang gym na ganyan. Hindi pa ako nakakapanood talaga personal.
One time, sabihan kita kung meron.
Oh,
Kaya
basta
hirap kasi ngayon
dito lang sa Manila, Sir Pau. Ayan, kaya ko motorin 'yan.
Ang hirap kasi maggaya ngayon dahil sa pandemic. Baka mamaya doon pa tayo
Interesado lang ako lalo na diyan kay Carlamis Martin yung sinasabi Mark Anthony Raldo and tumalo kay Jerwin ng Kahas. Interesado talaga ako sa laban na 'yan. Sana mangyari na 'yan tas after niyan fly away na.
Yun. Anyway, i-continue ko lang to because I want to support all promotions here in the Philippines. Kahit allow tayo, hindi allow mag-broadcast, okay lang, basta suporta tayo. Christian Pete Laurente, March 20. Baka ito, pwede ka makanood dito, pare, Mark Joseph.
Sa Laguna yan, Sir Pau
Last time nanood ako nito, nasa labas ako Pero kita. So, you can probably watch this one. March 20, Christian Pete Laurente versus Ernesto Saulong and 3 other fights. Promoted by Jerry Peñalosa, Jerry Pence. Ang abangan nyo dito si Kenneth Loverboy, ang tawag ko dito Si Genmark Gandao, ang kalaban niya. Marvin Lulu, parang veterano to. Mark Giquinto kalaban. Harry Omac, isa ring magaling na boksingero versus Mike Grondiano. So Jerry Pence po yan, March 20. And last event in March na aking kokoberan, hindi yan, itong matindi to. Sa Omega, nandun mismo ako. Magkikita kami dito ni Diego, sana magkikita kami. Mark Beseles, Arnold Garde.
Yung foreigner trainer ba ni King Arthur Villanueva, kasama niya sa laban na yan, Sir Pau? Yung former IBF welterweight champion, kasama niya ba dyan?
Ay, hindi yata. Hindi, yung taga sa ibang bansa. Iba,
yes,
local lang muna.
Local ba kasama niya ngayon?
Pati trainer yata, local cast lang
Trainer sa Omega, si Sir Julius Erving ba magko-coach sa kanya?
Hindi, iba. But I will ask, I'm scheduling an interview kay Arthur at kay Mark Bariga. At dahil na-interview ko na yung mga kalaban, pinuntahan ko mismo kasi taga Manila lang eh.
Sila
But
naman.
ano ko lang, sabihin ko lang yung mga maglalaban ha. Mark Viceles versus Arnold Garde, Tom Jun Manggubat versus Ryan Maanyo, Franco Serafica versus Mark Rotiles, Reggie Suganov versus Paulo C. Nag-send na sa akin si Reggie Suganov ng profile. I will do a commentary. And Rodel Suganov versus Luis Borje. Okay, may mga nag-send sa akin ng picture. Nakita. Petente, Apolinar, Juanito Paredes, main event, Carlo Bacaro, Alan Villanueva, hindi po siya kamag-anak ni Arthur. Pero Arthur Villanueva versus Brian Tamayo, Mark Bariga versus Junwel Lacar, and Benny Cañete versus Raycar Auxilio. Yan po yung mga abangan natin sa boxing event sa Cebu. Salamat at pinayagan niyo akong i-promote ang ating mga local boxing fights. Okay. Ebi, you started that question. What do you think? And is there any fight that you're looking forward to see? Or any comments?
I'm looking forward just to seeing all Pinoy boxers getting back into action. You know, they're all so hungry. I've been mixing up and sparring a lot with a lot of the guys in all the gyms, and there's just a lot of excitement in the air. Everyone has been out of action since COVID, so I'm happy for the boxing the boxing community that they get to rumble.
Okay. I guess my question isn't right. My question is, Evie Boogie, when are you going to fight?
You know, I don't have a manager. I don't have a promoter. So I'm waiting for my phone to ring and invite me. I've been training 1 year. I'm ready. I'm in condition. And I've been sparring with everyone who's, preparing for upcoming promotions. So I look forward to any opportunity that I can.
Okay, so you're telling me that you want me to sell you here right now? You're looking for a manager or a promoter? There you go.
Christian Hernandez.
Wow.
Christian Hernandez.
That's him, guys, without the hair.
May I know what weight did you fall?
140 or 147?
140.
7-0.
Pwede pala
All
to
knockouts.
If you can able to fight Edinson Sona, ha?
Yeah, that would be a tough challenge.
That's a big challenge for you.
Yeah, that would be a big challenge.
It's a big test for you because you're undefeated. Your record is 7-0, 7 KOs. I think a big test if you put a veteran fighter like Edinson Sona.
Okay. So,
let me see
nakita
the
ko yung
fight.
mga reaction ni Tony. Were you surprised that Heavy Boogie is a boxer?
No, I thought Sir Pao na he is a trainer or something like that. I don't have an
He is a
idea that
trainer. He is a trainer
he
too.
is a boxer.
Yeah.
I'm very
So-
shocked that he's a boxer.
Oh, okay.
And the record
Oh.
is very impressive as
It's
well.
impressive. It's a very impressive.
Very
ha?
impressive. 7-0. All knockouts.
Okay. So, with
Yes,
with,
sir.
with that, I want to call in all of the promoters that are watching this right now. If you have any welterweight or junior welterweight fight, Christian Hernandez is available and he's gonna bring the Heavy Boogie. So just call him, or you can call me. I'll reach out to him and then I'll connect you too. If you can't find him
Yeah.
on Facebook,
Sir Pao, ikaw na lang ang manager ni Heavy Boogie. Ikaw na lang.
Promotion.
No,
Calling
actually,
every promotion.
I think Fearless Mark should be my manager.
Oh
yes, no
yeah,
problem.
Fearless Mark. Good job, pare.
Yeah. Yes, you got the job.
Oh yeah. Now send him the allowance tomorrow.
Okay. What's your Gcash, brother?
Send him the allowance, okay? And he needs some vitamins and allowances. Mahirap mag-manager, guys. It's so hard.
Mahirap.
At saka promoter, you need a deep pocket to that.
Naghahanap rin ako ng manager, Heavy Boogie. I'm finding a manager for my training in basketball also.
No,
Okay.
so Yeah, I'm back to your comment before, Powell. I mean, there's so many promotions coming up. Also, Elorde, the VSP promotion in April. I'm looking forward to that. I got a few friends that are fighting in that card. I'm excited.
Okay, well, I'll see. I'll try to float your names to some of the promoters that's gonna be promoting in April. There are actually a couple more that are planning in April, all over the Philippines. So boxing is very much alive without the audience or without a lot of audience. So in some areas, there are some audiences really far that's watching. So let's see. It's hard to get a fight at 140 here in the Philippines and above. Our ranking in 140 isn't even. That's not even
Al-Sabaupan,
a
you
lot.
can fight them. Al-Sabaupan, JR Magboo, like
Mm-hmm.
like fighter. This 140 also. That's a good fight for you.
Yeah,
Some
I've
of them.
actually, I've been reaching out to some networks in Australia. I'm trying to pick up something there. Um, we'll see. We'll see. The best thing I can do is just keep in shape, keep in condition,
Yes, yes, yes.
train with anyone that I can, and who knows?
A friend here says Jose Ocampo. He just recently fought in the Jensen against JR Inson. That was a really good fight too. Jose
Yeah, yeah.
Ocampo.
I like
Okay.
JR. He's a good guy.
Okay. Now you're the center of our attention. Digital Pen said you'll be intimidated with Al Sabaupan. Okay. Okay. All right. So again, I wanna call out or
Ilan ba na si Bibugi, Sir Pau?
you ask him.
How old are you? Sir Christian?
I'm close. I'm younger than Manny. Let's put it that way.
Younger than Manny. Okay. All right, pero sana makalaban siya, no? Sabi ni
Yes,
Paring
oo,
B,
sayang.
Alvin Lagumbay, #1 junior welterweight of the Philippines. Man,
Sayang.
let's bring it on. Ang problema lang naman promoters, Paring B. By the way, I wanna give a big shout out to Paring B. I think his content is made out of passion. Hindi ko nakikita. Konti lang yung mga video niya pero original naman ang ginagawa niya. And I love yung mga parang katulad ko yung ginagawa. Interviews, original contents, and hopefully dumami yung mga katulad ko rin yung style. Contrary sa mga nagsasabi na, naku, marami ng kalaban. I love it because the circle is growing and there are more support to boxing and boxers. And pag nagsama-sama tayo lahat, we bring boxing all on top. So, I hope mas dumami pa. Paring B, good job. Ang ganda ng interview mo kay Arthur Villanueva. Naunahan mo pa ako yung interview si Arthur Villanueva, pare. I was scheduling him. But you go ahead and watch that interview on his channel. So, yun.
Okay.
Ano bang next topic natin? Heavy Boogie sa mga promoter po pwede siyang lumaban. Pong, you were gonna say something?
Sir pa, medyo matagal kasi akong ang tagal kong since busy ng mga nakaraan. Wala ako halos sa mga balita sa mga fight. Ngayon, what's next kay Manny Pacquiao? Is it Terence Crawford or Mikey Garcia ba? Medyo
Before guys, I have like a suggest for Christian.
We're not talking about me anymore, brother. We're talking about that Manny.
Yeah, but I was wondering though, like, have you ever considered on signing to MP Promotions? Because why not? It's a good option, like to be signed to the Pambansang Kamao and everything.
Yeah. Those kind of decisions are more up to the promotions themselves. They go out there and they scout and they choose who best fits their promotion company. Any fighter can say all they want. The ball is not in their court. It's always above them. All you can do is just train hard and let your hands speak in the ring, and then blessings will come from there.
That's correct. Miguel, kasi pag mga ganyang you don't sign. They sign you. Especially, I mean, if you're gonna sign with MP Promotion, why not sign up with PBC? Why not just sign? It's not like that. So you get picked. You have to be an exemplary boxer, and they have to have an eye on you. Hindi ka
Yeah,
pwedeng okay, unless you're a superstar. So that's the story there. So, but let's transition to Pong Sports, and this has been an old news story. Manny Pacquiao always been in the news, always talking about this, and I'm getting tired of updating because my update is always not right in regards to Pacquiao. No, paulit-ulit na. There's a news coming out, fighting McGregor, fighting Terence Crawford, fighting Spence, fighting Mikey Garcia. Now we don't know exactly what's gonna happen. But the very last update, Pong, is Mikey Garcia. That's the very last update. But then again, tinanong ko ulit yung mga insider, it's still not sure. And you have to remember this. And Mark, Heavy, Miguel, ito yung medyo question para sa akin. And this leaves me a little bit of a doubt for Manny Pacquiao next fight. Manny was supposed, and they said he's gonna fight in May.
Alam mo na.
It's March, what day? March 14? If
Alam ko na yan, sir.
I don't think he can fight in May. No? I don't think
Full
so.
plate siyang May eh.
Yeah, and also
Punong-puno ang
also
May
with the latest news with COVID here, there's an uptick in everything, so that's causing, I guess, a little bit of extra work that needs to be done.
Yeah.
Tsaka kung
Yes,
lalaban siya ng
Senator.
May, Sir Pau, kung lalaban si Sir Manny ng May, posibleng mailagay sa kanya laban is May 29. Yun ang naano ko sa kanya. Kung lalaban siya ng May.
Yeah, so if he's gonna fight in May,
pwede.
we need the latest. Probably he needs to announce before the end of March.
Yes.
Before the end of March. So we'll just wait because the news are getting tiring even sa fans na, sir, totoo ba yan? Hindi niya, fake news na nga tayo dahil paulit-ulit na yung balita. Ganito, and nag-press release na yung kalaban, ganito. So we don't know. But Mikey Garcia, I feel, is still the closest to fight Manny Pacquiao if he is gonna fight.
Basta yun lang yun.
Sige.
Hindi, yun sige, Sir Pau. May binasa
Hindi,
ako.
meron din kasi isang balita na Pong May at saka September daw yung last fight.
No.
That's ideally yung sa Philippine Arena.
Yung pinag-usapan
Arena.
ng Sir Diego Perwell, fairy tale story lang. Manny Pacquiao versus who will be James
Philstar
Josh
yung
Taylor.
nagsunod niya na, Philstar.
Yes. Kinito Henson.
Sana magkakasama tayo, nandun tayo lahat. Hopefully.
Oo.
Pwede naman, pwede natin
Pag-iipunan ko yan.
Kung matuloy yan. Sana,
Si Sir Paul, libre yan eh.
Sunday night boys. Sana magkakasama tayo doon.
Libre yan, Sir Paul eh.
Sana libre. Ako nga pare, sa totoo lang, kung lalaban si Pacquiao sa ibang bansa, sayang lang itong COVID eh. I will pay for everything just to watch the fight. I hope it's in Las Vegas as the farewell fight of Manny Pacquiao in Las Vegas. At talagang yung katulad na ginawa ni rest in peace as well ni Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. Yung farewell game niya sa lahat ng court na alam na last fight niya na, so everyone go there, no? Hindi, pati sa iba't ibang mga city eh. He's done that. So if you do that, and as if talagang announcement na last fight, everyone's gonna try and watch it, di ba? Because it's the last chance.
Tama lang na pa mag-fairy tale si Sir Manny sa Amerika sa MGM Grand. Kasi marami siyang historical na nagawa sa MGM Grand. Almost of the upsets made na ginawa niya sa buong career niya sa MGM Grand ginawa. Talagang tamang-tama yung mga lumalabas na balita na ang fairy talaga niya is MGM Grand. Pero mas the best yung panguling-panguli dito sa atin sa Pilipinas.
Yeah. Last fight
Hindi ko
sa
pa kasi siya napapanood ng live.
Di pa ba?
Dito
sana.
Hindi. Yung kay Lares kasi mahal eh. Siya bata pa
mahal
ako
yun.
Hindi pa afford eh.
Nung
yung
laban ni
kay
Larios, grade 5 pa ako nun eh. Grade 5 pa ako
Dalawang
nun.
ano pa lang, Sir Pau, dalawang boxing event pa lang napapanood ko sa talambuhay ko na ano, yung kay Jerry Peñalosa kay Borapin, yung unang laban pa nung sa ano pa sa Parañaque pa.
Uy, manood ka
Yun
nung
pa
sa
yung
Binyan, pare.
ayun last.
Murapin,
Then
Saraneta
yung
yun ah.
first, hindi, yung first fight.
Yung
Yung first
90s.
fight nila ni nung 2000 yun, 2000. Then
Yun,
the first, yung pinakauna ko talagang bata pa ako, yung kay Espinosa sa
Luisito.
Luneta, kay Medina pa.
Carlos
Ayun yung
Meron na
first.
daw akong sponsor, oh. Sir Pao, pag Las Vegas, sponsoran kita dyan. Tayo sa bahay ng Rolando Bohol.
Uy,
Uy! Sir Pao! Uy!
Sana, no. Magbablog tayo dyan. Si Rolando Bohol, nagbablog na rin eh. Yung podcast si Sir.
nagbablog yan.
World champion.
Mahal yun. Mahal talaga yung ticket no yung labang kami nga nun, 5,000 kala namin kahit general admission. Wala eh. 6,000 general admission. Isang tao pa lang yun. Grabe laban na yun. Yung kay Oscar Larios.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I keep saying this, and some of you guys will probably not like the idea, but for me, whoever is the opponent of Manny Pacquiao, okay na sa akin eh. Whoever it is, as long as I see him last 2 fights, it's beneficial for the fans, para naman, kasi parang bitin pa rin yung karamihan ng fans eh. Like, they wanna see more of Manny, but at least, if we say, last na to, panoodin na natin, and we should learn how to cherish the last fights of Manny. So, whoever it is, it's fine. Let's not criticize. I've seen criticism na, cherry picker na si Manny, it's not a good matchup for Manny. Well, I mean, let's give it to
Canelo
Manny.
lang ang ganun, Sir Pao.
I mean, he's 42. 42.
Oo.
So,
Si
let's give it
Canelo
to
lang ang
Manny.
cherry picker na ganun.
Last na yan eh. So, pero I will remember Willie Hackett. Sponsor ang ano bang sponsor mo sa akin, yung tulugan dyan o yung air ticket o yung tickets? Kailangan mo ako ng
Package mo na.
accreditation.
Package mo na.
So, araw-araw nag-vlog kami ni Roland. Yan. Okay. So, yun. Yun ang update at sana makita natin. Alright, more than an hour and a half of conversation at alam nyo na, sabi nga nila, Sundays Boys Club, Sunday night, hindi matatapos ang usapan natin talaga dahil we love boxing at maraming istorya sa boxing. Let's go ahead and talk about our very last topic, and who has a suggestion for our last topic? Medyo nag-extend na tayo.
I have a topic, but it's like, I think more of a what if type na topic. Like, what if like the amateur boxing world and the professional boxing world collided like under like one thing? That's may mixed card professional so amateur.
Okay, I didn't quite understand you saying amateur versus professional fight.
Hindi po sir. But I mean like, what if it like the two worlds of our favorite sport, but both in like the two stages in where how we enter it. Like, for example, na you entered amateur boxing, tapos, basta like, God, it's so hard to explain. I'm just trying to say that, what if the world...
Tagalogin mo, brother, if you...
parang ano to, kung magko-conjoin din ng world ng amateur boxing sa professional boxing, parang magko-conjoin sila, mga ganun.
Did you understand, guys, kung anong trying to imply ni Miguel?
I think I get his idea. Is he just wants professional athletes to compete with the amateur athletes in some sort of format. I don't know if that's possible. You know, like the reason why professional boxers are professional is because they have come from that amateur background, and there's so much more experience that goes along with that. I don't know if that's a very good idea.
Yeah, that has been a criticism. There's a criticism on that one because amateur trying to look professional remember this, Evie? They removed recently the headgear, and they allowed professional to fight in amateur in Olympics. And there were a lot of criticism from a lot of people from WBC about being unfair.
Yeah, it's but you
sample
know,
na dyan yung
okay,
kay
so
sample na dyan yung
sorry.
kay Sir Yumir Marshall eh, 'di ba? Pro na siya pero lalaban niya sa Olympics eh.
Yeah. No, so I totally
Kasi
get
last
that
time-
argument. I think boxing is not the sport to mix the amateur and the pros, because you know obviously it's a game where there's full contact. It's not like basketball where you can have the NBA players come in and play, or like the tennis in the Olympics, you can have the professionals play against the amateurs. Boxing is one of those things where it's full contact, and it doesn't really, the professional style doesn't fit in the spirit of Olympics.
Yep.
But yeah.
I want to add this one. Again, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Amateur fighters fight for the flag. Professional fighter fight for the money. They get paid. And iba nga eh. I mean, they're conjoined. They're connected to each other. But I don't think it's right to overlap, Miguel. Hindi pwedeng mag-overlap. Kasi it's a stage of a fighter that he has to go to amateur most of the time, majority of the time before they could go to pro. So I don't know exactly kung anong klaseng collaboration ng sinasabi mo or if there's a fight. Pero bago ka maging pro, you have to go through amateur fights. Whether it's the legitimized amateur where you go under Philippine Sports Commission or go under the national flag, or whether it's an amateur where you go gym to gym boxing, amateur generic type of boxing. That's a part, or that's a stage that everyone goes through before they go to a professional. Because when you become a professional, that means you've gone through the process of the amateur, and you've trained, and you get paid now for money. As an amateur, you want to get exposure, you want to get experience, and amateur kasi means hindi yan binabayaran eh. Ideally, it's not really paid.
So I think the answer that Miguel's also looking for is, are there amateur boxers who can beat professional boxers? And I think yes, there definitely is. It's their choice if they want to stay in the amateur league and step up and take it to the professional. Is that what you're asking? Like, you want to see the competition between the boxers of amateur and professional and see how they fare against each other? Is that something that you're trying to get out of your question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, no, so look, first of all, they're like almost two different games. Amateur, it's very high impact, high velocity, there's a lot of output. You only have 3 rounds.
3 rounds.
To show your stuff. So you got to go out there and go. It's like the 100-meter sprint compared to a marathon race. There's also very different rules. You know, in amateur, you cannot bend low, weave. There's many different things that you can't do. But yeah, totally. I see some, I've sparred with some amateur guys, and they're fantastic. Whether that translates into a 6-round or an 8-round game, I don't know. But that's what they're in that process of doing, is building up their experience in fighting for 4 rounds. And then once you've had enough experience in that 3-round, 4-round sort of format, then the natural progression is to, once you've represented your club, you've represented your region, or you've represented your country, then if it's something that you want to continue, you want to make some money from, then you turn pro, and then you test yourself if you can take it to 6 rounds, 8 rounds, 10 rounds, championship rounds. Yeah, it's a process and a journey. I don't know if if the pros should step backwards and do that. It's not really beneficial for them. I can see the benefit for the amateurs, but for the pros, there's not much interest because they're fighting for money already, no?
Yes. Mark, at
But
saka po,
you know,
gusto
all
magdagdag.
the
Okay. Go ahead.
Miguel, all the time I'm training with amateurs, and I get my butt kicked sometimes. You know, if I come in non-focused, and then you've got these amateurs who are very eager to prove a point. You know, sometimes they can whip your butt in the ring, for sure.
Okay. But does that answer your question, Miguel? Or Mark, gusto mo bang magdagdag?
Sa akin lang, meron lang talagang mga amateur na talaga na nasa amateur pa sila pero pang pro na talaga yun talaga nila. Yung idea lang kasi nila ni Miguel kasi sa akin naman parang sa akin malabo pa rin mangyari yun eh.
Yeah.
It's very impossible parang. Kahit siguro kahit sa association ng implement yung ganon, malabo pa rin yun.
Correct.
Yun lang sa opinion ko lang.
Delikado kasi pag pro ka na, you're a prize fighter.
Oh, yes.
It's different from
Yeah.
being an amateur. And plus, somehow, although it's boxing pareho, Miguel, the idea of to win is somehow a little bit different. Although you punch each other, sometimes amateur, you want to score points. You know, you want to do a lot of punches to connect, just to connect. And
Correct me if I'm
fine.
wrong, no?
Pag
Sir Christian.
professional, you wanna hurt talaga.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Sir Christian, it's, I don't know, I have an idea about it. The difference of the training of amateur and the pro is not same or is very similar.
Very, very similar. The only main difference I think I can describe is, you know, with amateur boxing, there's a lot of in-out. You just want to touch. You want to score, because it's highly unlikely, especially when they were wearing headgear, that you will knock the guy out. So you're going for the points. You're going, and it's a different kind of game. It's respectful. It's sportsman. You know, you're just trying to move around, touch, in, out. Think of fencing, how they're moving in and out and trying to touch each other, like tag. But the professional, you know, we're working on many different tactics and many different strategies. And I think the big thing is we're allowed to weave. In amateur boxing, you're not allowed to duck under any punches. Once in the amateur, if you bend your head down or you try to weave a punch, then, you know, you'll get a warning straight away.
Okay.
It's really designed for in-out.
I will also add this one, Mark. Because I've spoken to amateur and professional boxers and the amateur turned professional boxers. One big difference, Heavy, is that if you're an amateur and you're in a tournament, you fight each and every day and you have to keep your weight. That's the hardest one. You have to, in professional, you keep your weight one day before the fight. That's the contracted weight. As an amateur, you get to fight like consecutive days. Because usually tournament style eh.
Yeah.
Right. Remember when Yumir said, or they always have their weight. So the discipline for an amateur on the weight is different. And plus, sa amateur, you cannot choose your opponent.
Wala nang kain-kain ng kanin pala yun, no? Kahit sa bowl.
Hindi ka pwede mag-amateur down, no? Kain.
Kain ka pala, no? Wala pala yung kagasa ko na. Pagkasi mo ng 2 linggo. Yung pala araw, no? Wala palang kain-kain. Puro, pala kakainin mo talaga nun? Mga salad na century tuna, may repolyo. Ganun.
Yeah, so that's one of the main
salad.
difference. So, but yeah, it's a process. So Miguel, I hope that answered your question. Very good na rin at maraming siguro may mga naliwanagan what's the main difference of being an amateur and a pro. So Miguel, are you okay with that answer?
I'm fine with that answer, thank you. And there is one thing I really wanted to say in stream, pero I think he might get mad at this. So
what?
I am calling out somebody for a sparring session.
Oh, okay. Sino? Sabihin mo na.
Geraldine, baka nakikinig ka.
Yaan mo si Miguel lang magsabi kung sino gusto niyang kalabanin.
Tama si Mark. Sino?
I like
Geraldine
to
daw.
hear the name coming from your from you.
Hinahamon ko si Geraldine to spar.
Oh, come on.
You know, you sound like a pro, man. That's what the pro does. Di ba?
maybe Mark Joseph there can be the ref as
No.
well.
The pro fight for
Tagabitbit lang ng
entertainment.
balde.
And I'll choose the location.
Oo. You choose the location talaga. Okay. Sige. Si Geraldine lang talaga gusto mo makaspar.
Geraldine muna. Let's see. Kasi
Hindi, actually, nakita ko yung nakita ko yung video mo, hindi kasi ako nakasali. Nakita ko yung video mo, yung last time sumali ka sa vlog. May ka rin may galaw ka, may So, I think kailangan mo pa, hindi ako professional, wala akong idea sa training ng boxing. Nakakapanood lang ako ng mga amateur na ituloy mo lang yung sun speed mo. Ituloy mo lang yun. I-balance mo lang lagi yung balikat mo, yung mo. Makakukuha mo yung tamang mo. Ang ganda ng may datingan ka man Sana magtuloy-tuloy yan. Magbago mo yung mabago mo pa.
Okay.
Tama nga yung sinabi ni Christian sa akin na I should work more on my footwork. Kasi that's my disadvantage. I have terrible footwork.
Okay.
Pero I'm gonna
Sir Pao,
continue.
promote mo na. Baka naman.
Alam mo naisip ko na nga, kung wala lang pandemic, baka magpa-amateur na tayo. Total, wala naman masyadong gasto sa amateur. And plus, we give a lot of exposure because we're gonna get videos, no?
Tapos marami ka pa naman, Sir Pao, na mga kilala mga boxing promoter na mga gym kay Sir Bebo. O, kay Sir Jerry. Baka pwede naman sila rin. Pa-exposure na rin. Baka parang rookie drop. Parang ganun. Titignan sino kaya tong player na kukunin ko. Pasok ka rito. Parang ganun.
Pwede. Ang tawag dyan, amateur fight league, no?
Drop nga yan, Sir Pao. Parang,
fight league na.
Parang tournament. Ha?
Fight league. Every week,
fight league.
no?
Parang
round robin,
kunyari,
no? Fight against
round robin. Parang pwede yan.
May ranking.
Pwede yan.
Pwede, Anyway, basahin ko lang isang comment dito. Lobat ako, Sir Pao, to charge na. Thank you for sharing this night with the true boxing fans, Sir Mark Joseph, Miguel. See you next Sunday, Sir Christian, a.k.a. Heavy Boogie. Good luck to your career. I hope you can find a good promoter and a manager. God bless, Sir Pao. Again, lagi ko sinasabi, I thank you for promoting Filipino fighters. Keep safe, everyone. Pong Sports, PH. Si Ian po. At nalobat pala siya. Okay. Yeah. Geraldine no, not Geraldine Anderson.
No.
Okay.
Ay nga pala, Sir Pao, may balita pala kay Geraldine. Nakuha ba siya ni Sir Bebot?
Hindi ko na-updated.
Hindi ko wala ka ng
Oo, hindi ako nakapunta dun eh. Try ko mag-message ko nakuha si Geraldine sa mga boxers. Papunta mo na lang sa Santa Rita, Miguel.
May kotse naman si Miguel ata
Huwag ka na mamili. Huwag ka na mamili ng hamunin mo na. Puntahan mo na lang doon.
Or Miguel, ganito na lang. Hamunin mo na lang yung nag-guest dito kay Sir Pao, kaibigan ni Sir Pao doon sa May Moraita sa MP Highland. Sir Pao, di ba meron kang guest dati na parang kasing idaran lang yata ni Miguel yon, na kasing edad na nag-guest dito, Sir Pao, na nagkwento sa yun tungkol kay yung kasama mo sa BCCP na may nalalaman siyang chismis na sinabi mo. Pangalan nun, parang Binatilyo, yun ang maganda kay Miguel.
Sige, hindi ko alam eh.
Okay, so the only advice I can give there on Miguel on your comment on calling someone up for sparring is, just continue to train. Don't worry about the sparring yet. The sparring will come, and let your coach be the one to find when it's the right time for you to spar, because there's nothing worse than getting into boxing and then, jumping steps too quick. And then maybe you might get hurt, you might get discouraged, you might hurt someone else, I don't know. But at this stage, I think, just keep focusing on your training. Don't worry about other people. Don't worry about yourself. Worry about your own skills. And then the sparring will come find you, don't worry. When you start training and you hang in the gym, and people can see your talent, then they want to test their skill against you. But don't ever turn boxing into what do you call this?
Bad aspect.
Yeah.
Bad aspect. In bad
No.
ways.
Always be the gentleman, my brother.
Yes.
Si Miguel Navida has the mindset of a undefeated boxer. Prize
Right,
fighter
right.
na kaagad eh. That's
Miguel, may trainer ka na ba
prize
talaga?
fighter na kaagad ang dating eh. Si
Miguel, may
Miguel eh.
trainer ka na ba talaga?
Pero,
May trainer ka na talaga? Ano sabi ng trainer mo? Hinanapan ka lang ng kasparing mo.
Nakasparing ka na rin ng iba.
Oo.
Wala pa.
Yeah. I have sparred a celebrity once, si Sid Lucero. Technical
So
sparring.
one celebrity.
Sid
So
Lucero?
siguro additional advice ko, mag-in-house spar ka muna before you go outside and maghamon ng iba-iba. So yung kung sino man yung mga ka-training mo doon, you spar within them and then you learn within them before you try calling out Geraldine. Alam mo naman, ano lang natin yung usapan na yun last time eh. It's more of a fun entertainment, konting tuksuan. Yaan mo na. Magkikita rin kayo niyan in the future. And then, okay lang yan. I think the Heavy Boogie has the right advice. Being,
Tama yun.
parang fatherly advice.
Father,
On your skills. So, para naman, hindi tayo kumbaga, madisgrasya or makadisgrasya.
galing
kung
na yan sa
hindi
pro,
man ikaw
Miguel, kaya
magaling,
sundin mo.
Oo, galing sa pro.
Galing sa
Oo.
pro yan, sundin mo yung sinabi sa'yo ni Sir Christian.
Ang nararamdaman ko dito kay Miguel, may meron siyang angas eh.
Si Cuadro Alas.
Hindi pa nagbo-bloom eh. May meron na siyang showmanship. Parang pag gumaling ito,
Kaya
anyone
niya
out there, I
i-promote
wanna
sarili
fight
niya eh.
you.
Pinopromote na niya sarili niya. Siya na mismo nagpo-promote sa sarili niya.
Okay. All right. Sige. Good talk. Everyone at 1 hour and 46 minutes. Any last words, Miguel? Ikaw muna. At ikaw yung pinag-uusapan namin. Last words.
I just want to say, like, I know tagal-tagal ko na hindi been like joining kasi I was like very busy. Pero salamat po Sir Pao for inviting me over. And to everyone else, God bless you all and stay positive. We'll get through this pandemic together.
Right
Okay.
on, right on. You too, Miguel.
Heavy Boogie, since you've something, go ahead with your last words, man.
Yeah, big shout outs as usual, pal. Thank you very much for what you do. Thank you for your commentary today, especially with that Estrada and Chocolatito fight. Miguel, go watch that fight. Did you watch that fight?
I'll watch it late in my spare time.
Go watch that fight, brother. You'll learn a lot from that fight. And yes, big shout out to my new manager, Mark Joseph. Thank you very much. Yeah. And yeah, I look forward to everything you do, pal. Keeping us
Okay.
entertained. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you. Mark, the manager, when is the next fight of Heavy Boogie, Mark Joseph? What can we
will
expect
be-
from your guy?
We'll be coordinating to Thailand. Joke lang.
Well, since Mark, I want you go talk to Sir MP.
There you go, Heavy.
I'm talking to MP.
Jokes.
Yeah, it's okay. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng dito kay Sir Pao sa pagsali sa akin dito sa lahat ng mga nanonood dito sa atin, hindi lang sa Pilipinas, sa ibang bansa na sumusubay. Todo support dito sa Powcast Sports. Nga pala kahapon, Sir Pao, nanood ako ng vlog. Nahanap pala ako ni Mark. Sir Mark, yaw nga pala. May reliever pala daw siya.
Oo nga, inaanap din kita eh. Kaso hindi ka sumasagot eh.
Then, nag-chat ako. Kaya lang may nagawa na ako, kaya hindi na ako Sir Pao.
Okay.
Pag na lang, magsabi ka na lang pag may absence sa nilang dalawa.
Sige. Okay. That's it. All right. Sa ngalan ni Mark Joseph, Heavy Boogie, and Miguel Navida, again, I would like to thank everyone for joining us every Sunday, Boxing Fans Night. Ang Boxing Fans Night, it's your show. So whatever you want to talk about, let's talk about it. And as usual, let's all support Filipino boxing. Wag po natin i-bash yung mayabang, yung maangas, yung mabait, basta Pinoy. at basta lumalaban at may pusong Pinoy, tulungan na lang natin sila at let's kumbaga objectively criticize everyone and support them. Pero who am I, no? I'm just a fan as well. Do what you need to do. I do what I need to do. And let's all support boxing. Salamat po sa inyo lahat and thank you very much once again. My name is Pow Salud. Thank you. Boxing Fans Night. We're out of here.